Hello, friends, and welcome to another episode of Ask Britt Shit. I don't know what I was going for with that. I was going for kind of like a smooth talking, like late night television special, and now I just kind of have like one of those voices where it's like, are you lonely and looking for a hot single to talk with? Call 1-800-FAP to this, and you can speak with hot local singles in your area. Or whatever. I don't know. Fuck it. I'm not even going to fuck around anymore because the first question or comment for this video is from Mark Mullins, and it is, let's do a shot, Britt. And you know what? I have much more than a shot here, I think. But, like, cheers, Mark. Let's go. Oh, my God. But now I'm out of whiskey. Oh, well. The first actual question of this video comes from Jay Snook. What have you been up to during the pandemic? I feel like I've kind of talked about this. Sitting on my ass, I incubated a human for 10 months. You know, something I haven't talked about, which I'm kind of like really proud of. And, you know, I'm not one that likes to like, what do the kids call it? Flex or brag or whatever. But I got to host, of all things, 2 Resident Evil showcases while I was pregnant during the pandemic. How fucking cool is that? I don't know. It was such a surreal experience and something that I still kind of like stop and think about. I'm like, I did that, didn't I? The first showcase, which I believe premiered in January, what is time anymore? I had the production team come to my house, actually, and I cleared out a spare bedroom, and they came and set up shop, and we recorded a showcase. And then the next showcase, we actually got to go to a big girl studio, and it was really cool, and had all the professional equipment, and I don't know, it was a really cool experience. And you know, I had never really done like hosting like that before. Like, sure, I've done panels and hosted events and stuff, but never like an actual showcase, let alone for like one of my favorite franchises of all time. So that was a really cool experience. And yeah. Jonathan James Shepard wants to know if I watch Rick and Morty. Kinda. Like, it's not like a show that I watch all the time. My husband watches it a lot, and he's been trying to get me into it. And listen, friends, like, I don't really watch TV. It's not really my thing. I don't watch Netflix. I don't even go to the movies that often unless there's a new horror flick out and I'm really excited about it. So he's got me to watch a few episodes of Rick and Morty. And what I have seen, I really like. I think it's really funny. It perfectly gets my sense of humor. And so if I ever am watching television and Rick and Morty is on and there's no more Judge Judy episodes, I will watch Rick and Morty. Andrew Moretti wants to know, is your Labrador still derpy like mine? Oh, God. Yeah. I don't think labs ever outgrow the derp. So my yellow lab Reb is approaching 6 years now. 6 years old. Holy shit, you guys. Do you remember when I got him? And he was just a little puppy, and I showed him in my videos, and we used to do Loot Pets unboxing videos and stuff. Yeah, well, he's 6.5 now. Oh, time is going by too fast. But no, he's a good boy. He's very, very dumb, but I love him so much. He's like really stupid, but really smart at the same time. Woo, okay, that shot is hitting me, Mark. Thanks for the suggestion. Sorry. And now we have Frank Archuleta scolding me. A glass? That's all you have? Shit, go buy a 32-ounce of Pepsi, dump half of it, and fill it back up with whiskey. Frank, sir, if you can drink 32 ounces of whiskey, and or if you are encouraging folks to drink 32 ounces of whiskey at a time, you must be a god. And I commend you for your godlike abilities, because I would flop dead on the ground like a Magikarp. Like that little fucker right there. See that? That's my Magikarp boy. That would be me, flopping around like a fish out of water. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Oh, it's getting hot. Rochelle Hines, or Hins, wants to know, what's a game you love but none of your friends do? Cool, it's like I just stuck my hand in an electrical socket look. A game I love but none of my friends do. That's hard because I know so many people in the industry that I feel like everything that I like, I know at least one person who also shares my joy in that. I almost said judgment. I don't know. Oh my God, that whiskey hit me again. I would say the game that I get the most head scratching from my hair is probably the Story of Seasons / Harvest Moon type of games where you are just a little farmer and it is a farming sim and you go about doing chores and it is the most repetitive gameplay ever. Wake up, water your crops, harvest your crops, feed your animals, pet your animals, milk your animals, shear your animals, go give townsfolk eggs and fish and other crops so they'll raise their affection towards you, and then you marry one and then you bang one and then you have a kid and then you go. I love it. I'm actually getting excited talking about it. But I think when you explain it like that, it sounds like you're talking about a game where you do nothing but chores all day, every day. And that sounds probably boring to a lot of people. But I think what people don't understand is that it's all about the strategy. You know, like, how are you going to build up your farm from nothing into something? Because you got to make your grandpa proud, you see, because usually it's your grandpa who's died who gives you the farm. Anyway, I just love farming sims. They're my absolute favorite. And I am very excited for whatever one comes next. Because Pioneers of Olive Town was the latest Story of Seasons game. And it was like, okay, there was a lot that needed to be fixed with it and done with it. And I know a patch is incoming for it. But it's a little late now. You know what I mean? A little late. All right. Noah Borges wants to know, what video game could you see yourself living in fairly successfully? Okay, well, let's think about this. I've talked about this a little bit, but it's been a while, so it's kind of fun to like talk about it. So let's get comfortable and let's chat. So my first thought is, okay, we're talking about farming sims. Could I be fairly successful in a farming sim? Probably not. You would not catch my ass getting up at the butt crack of dawn every day. You would not catch me doing manual labor all day, every day. I am just not cut out for it. So I don't think I would do good in that. Looking through my background here, let's look. Okay, so Zelda, I think I would do really good in a Zelda game. I'd have to get really good at sword shield combat. I'd have to get really good at that. I'd have to get really good at rolling through a field to accelerate my speed in which I arrived into a certain location. Did that make any sense? I don't know, but we're rolling with it. Yakuza, it depends. Am I Kiryu? Am I Majima? Who am I, Ichiban? Who am I in Yakuza? Because I feel like if I have to be the main hero, like, listen, I'm not cut out for the gang life. I'm just not. If I was just a civilian, maybe I could rock in that world. Resident Evil. Okay, so Resident Evil. So this is like one of my go-tos for this answer, for this question rather, is because I feel like I would do really good in a zombie apocalypse. I feel like I've read enough books, I've seen enough movies, watched enough like TV shows, and I will watch TV shows with zombies in them, that I would survive. I think I would do pretty well. I wouldn't do stupid shit. Like, I wouldn't run out in the middle of the street in the middle of the day or at night. I wouldn't cause a ruckus. I wouldn't sacrifice myself for my neighbor. I would survive. At least I'd like to think I would. I don't really know if I would, but I'd like to think I would. So I'm going to go with, I think I'm going to go with Resident Evil. It's kind of depressing. I would do the best in a zombie apocalypse. Adam Gruber wants to know if I'm still doing YouTube videos. Alice Osborne wants to know, have you been treating yourself with kindness? Also, I just noticed that the little hanging thing on my sweater is like, it's still attached and it's poking out. It's like when your fly's unzipped. You know, I hate these things. I never use them. Like, does anyone actually use these? Like, who? I always cut them. I need to cut them, but I don't have any scissors. Oh, well, fuck it. Okay, so going to Alice's question, have I been treating myself with kindness? I would say, we're gonna have a real talk now, ladies and gentlemen. The silly shenaniganry is potentially over for the rest of this video. Or maybe not. I'll find a way to squeak it in there somewhere. Real talk. Yeah, I think so. I think the transition from going to a full-time content creator and focusing, solely on what's good, and then transitioning to being a mom and kind of getting used to what that is like and time management and priorities, and do I have time to focus on this? Do I have time to focus on that? No. So now I need to just keep the kid alive. And you know what I mean? I think it's been a really rough transition because I'm so used to being able to do what I want when I want. If I want to play video games for 10 hours a day for review, I can do that. But now it's more of like I have to be very selective over which codes I receive, and because I can't commit to reviewing titles as much as I used to, and making content. So it's been a little rough, but I've been really communicative with my husband, and we've had a lot of good talks about it over like how I'm feeling, and I think I'm cutting myself a lot of slack, which I should be. And yeah, I would say, I have kind of this like, I'm doing the best I can right now attitude. And as long as I am alive at the end of the day, and my husband and I are still happy, and my kid is doing well, and I'm still feeling fulfilled in this video game space and my participation in it, then I think I'm ahead of the game and I'm doing good. So thanks for asking, Alice. Thank you. I had not really reflected upon that, but I am now. Thank you. We will end on a question from Wyatt Haley Leuven. Hope I said your name right. What entry in a game series you love has been a huge disappointment? Ooh, I don't know. I don't know if I would classify it as a huge disappointment. In fact, I wouldn't. But the first game that comes to mind is Resident Evil 3 Remake. Again, I think it's a fine game. I think it's an entertaining game. I think it's worth a playthrough. But if you're a hardcore Resident Evil fan and you are a fan of the original games, I think Resident Evil 3 Remake had a lot of potential there, a lot of untapped potential. And it was disappointing to see, obviously, the iconic locations, the clock tower omitted, and I think to see Raccoon City in a much more open world sandbox-esque capacity, that was a hard one, would have been a home run, and it would have been fucking amazing to be able to explore all the little the little like stores and shops and learn about some of the culture in Raccoon City and what it was like, and learn that through, visiting all the little stores and shit. Anyway, God, I'm just getting sad talking about it. So yeah, while not a huge disappointment, I think Resident Evil 3 Remake is like the most recent. Like, it was okay, but it could have been so good. All right, friends, I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm making it awkward. Thank you for watching this video. And once again, I don't know why I'm looking around. I guess I'm looking for something to help me transition out of this video. Okay, here, I'll show you this. Have you guys heard of balance breaks? They're really good. It's a snack. And this one, what was really good about it is it comes with chocolate. And sometimes you don't know how much chocolate you're going to get in it because it's like random. And this batch was like 90% chocolate. And I ate it right before I shot this video. And it was delicious. This is not going to help me transition out of the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.